Hi. Okay, so thanks for being at 11:44 messages. And this is the reading for Scorpios dealing with Aquarius. We're almost there, everyone. We're almost there. Almost done with the Scorpio and all signs. Okay. So, this message had this reading had a lot of messages in it. So let's just get started. All right. So first card out, Four of Wands. So I thought, okay, we're getting somewhere. Nice, content situation. You're happy. You're fulfilled. You're secure. All of that. The card talks about being content with the situation. You feel comfort, security, getting rewards from the energy you put into something. So maybe if this is a relationship, you feel as if you are being rewarded. Maybe you've been through a lot with this person, trying to make this work. Now, keep in mind, this can go either way. So I don't know who's doing what, but this is just what I'm just going to give you the messages and you put yourself wherever you are supposed to be. And I'm also going to include, business career for people that are not in any type of romantic connection. Okay, so feel comfort, you feel rewarded, all of that. But it was clarified by the Two of Swords. So I'm like, okay, what is this about? Some type of decision that possibly needs to be made. Spirit could be urging you to look at a situation honestly. So you could have, these rose-colored glasses on thinking everything is great. You feel great. Everything's comfortable, secure, romantic. It's perfect. But in actuality, it's not. It's urging you to use your intuition and your logic. You could have to make some type of decision right now, and this could be career or business. But if it's your career, you could love your career but be confused or conflicted with the situation that's going on right now at work or with a business partner, possibly an Aquarius business partner. Could be some type of financial matter that you refuse to see or acknowledge, even though you know something isn't right. You and a partner could be on two totally different pages, or maybe not even in the same book. With the Hierophant here, this could be a marriage that you're in. There could be hope for this marriage. But you, or maybe this Aquarius, is just focused on the negative parts instead of the positive. Maybe they could be pessimistic about this. I'll touch more on that in a second, but it could also be an organization that you've aligned yourself with, or a group, or maybe it could be your job that you were strongly involved with, that you possibly had to turn your back on or move away from it. If, maybe if it's a job, you could have felt as if they didn't value you. Maybe you have different beliefs as far as this job from what they're doing. It could also be an end to a marriage with an Aquarius because maybe you weren't valued in that connection, or maybe you both have different beliefs now. Like growing apart. Everyone evolves. They're not the same people. Well, they shouldn't be their entire life. That life is about evolving and growing. Whatever this is, this could happen once you take your blindfold off. I mean, because in this card, it looks as if you just refuse to see something. And so maybe now you are noticing, okay, it's not all beautiful like I thought. Maybe I have to get away from this. And you're realizing that now. It could be that type of situation. All right, let's see what else I have down here. You have the Seven of Cups twice in this reading, 2 different decks. And here it is again. Another sign that I did actually not too long ago got the same exact, not in, the same way, but they got the Seven of Cups twice as well. And I believe it was Pisces. So, you could be dealing with a Pisces right now. No, I don't think so. I think that you could be dealing with the Aquarius right now, and you might move on to a Pisces. That's what I feel. Yeah, I feel as if you will move on to a Pisces if you're dealing with an Aquarius right now. But you do have options, choices, paths, and it could be hard to make a decision right now, but Spirit is urging you to use your intuition, and that happens a few times in this reading. You could be in some type of fantasy land, but it's urging you to take your blindfold off. You could be contemplating, what you really want at this time. Maybe you are using your imagination and, maybe you have a bunch of fantasies going on in your head about what your dream partner would be. Could be something like that too. Be careful with money and investments at this time, because it says that you're possibly not seeing something clearly right now. Well, obviously you have this blindfold on. This Seven of Cups was clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. And, so you could have a lot of options in love or career, but be wise with your money and use it constructively. You could be working with a team, and that comes out a few times in this reading as well. So make sure that everyone on your team is solid, because as you see down here, as a shadow card, you did get it. This actually came out while I was clarifying the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. It all came out together. The Seven of Cups again, and the High Priestess. So speaking about this part of it, the Tower, either Spirit is stepping in and ending something. Could be an end to a marriage, like I said. Or like I said, you leaving one career, one organization, moving on to something else. Or maybe it's you that's bringing a Tower. Maybe it could be the Aquarius that you could be involved with. They're bringing the Tower. And that comes up again in this reading as well. And so I'll explain that. But something has to go. This is needed because it could be hard for you to make this decision. So maybe Spirit is stepping in and saying, okay, I'm going to make the decision for you. With this High Priestess here, you do know what you need to do. You are urged to, or you could be using your intuition finally after you take the blindfold off. You could even be having dreams, getting messages about what to do. But something is hidden and something is about to come out, which could be causing this tower. Something's going to come out. Like I said, you may join a religious or spiritual group. But this is talking about a possible romantic relationship that's just not grounded in reality. And like I said, you could have one idea about how this is, but it's not grounded in reality. It's not. There's something that's going on behind the scenes that's going to come out about this. You did get this card. These are the divine messages that I got, that I just wrote down. I explained it in another video about how this came about. I just got a whole bunch of messages while I was driving one day, got some cards, wrote them down, and here they are. So I'm using these in these readings to get further clarification about a situation. So the Am I Tripping card came out, and Spirit is telling you, no, you're not tripping. If you feel as if something is wrong, High Priestess, you feel it, you know it, you have that inner knowing that something is just not right, but you don't want to make a decision about this because there could be something about this situation that you really enjoy. Okay, I got the Love Them and Leave Them card. This Aquarius could be a player, and you could refuse to see this. They could have plenty of options. That came out twice, 7 of Cups. They could have plenty of options. But you want to stay in the situation because it makes you feel good. 4 of Wands. It could be one of those situations where it's like on the outside, it's like a facade. It's like, well, we look good together, or we've built this together, or, I don't want to be single. It could be that type of situation. But with this potential marriage, I told you there are a lot of messages here, so I apologize that it may seem jumbled, but this is how I wrote it down. With this marriage, possible marriage not working out, you could even be slipping into some bitter energy at some point. You see, with this 5 of Cups, you could be scorned. Or, like I said, maybe once you find out about what was hidden here, that's going to come to light, cause the Tower moment with a player, possibly 7 of Cups. I got this card. You are all the same. So maybe after that, you could just be looking at people like, oh, nope, I don't want to even get with you because you're all the same. Maybe with the 7 of Cups, maybe the 7 of Cups could be for the Aquarius person that you have been dealing with. And maybe the other 7 of Cups could be your energy once the Tower comes out, because it did come out again after this Tower card. So maybe after this Tower, you have a breakup. You like my storyline here? You have a breakup. Then all of the options come in because the Tower needed to happen so that you could get out of a bad situation. So maybe you have a whole bunch of options that are coming in and you're like, nope, you're all the same. I don't even want to deal with you. Could be that. You got the Lovers card as a shadow card. Oh, and wow, I didn't even see that underneath it. I'll show you that in a second. You got the Lovers card as a shadow card. So once again, a decision in love. So maybe that clears it up for me. Maybe it's not even about a business, but you can take it as that too. If you see, if you hear what you need to hear, that sounds like it resonates when it comes to your career or business. But this is about a decision in love, most likely. Or it could be working with others in a business if you want to put it in that situation. But you have 2 decision cards here. You could be content with the new business or new organization that you join. But it does definitely show you, possibly working with others here. With this card, though, you could even meet someone new at work. Or, when you, maybe if you have your own business, have a new business partnership and they end up being, someone that you connect with on a deeper level. Now you have a romantic choice. Could be that. The card that I saw underneath was the Strength card. It's tapping into your inner strength, using your instincts, knowing when something is not right. High Priestess again. And also another shadow card that I didn't even notice, the Emperor. Maybe this can be your energy once you make it out of this situation, or maybe the possible new person that you meet could have that Emperor energy, a boss, someone that's, determined, focused, but caring at the same time. Could be exactly what you need. I also got a few cards about receiving money in a partnership. So it could be a romantic partnership. It could also be a business partnership. You got the Queen of Wands as shadow card. You could be entering into some passionate connection now. Well, maybe after all of this goes away. Could be something like that. Now, for the other messages that I got here, so you got, am I tripping? Love them and leave them. You are all the same. I explained those. But then I kept going with the cards just to see if anything else was going to pop out. And I got here for a good time, not a long time. Sounds like a player to me, right? Sounds like a player. I brought my script, which basically means, and that's kind of connected to the you are all the same. It's kind of a person that tells everyone the same thing. It's kind of like they have a script with them. They tell you what you want to hear. They make everything sound sweet, but behind the scenes, that's not really what's going on. They're acting. I'll bring the paper plates. And that message is about someone that's pretty immature in a connection, and they can't even bring any food, like you're having a cookout, they can't even bring any food, but they're always willing to bring paper plates. It's kind of like, don't you have more to bring to the table? It's like, I'm cooking all the food. I bought the food. I cooked the food. All you have is paper plates, really. It's kind of that energy. And then the last card, whatever will be, will be. Maybe after the tower moment, you're just like, you know what? Whatever. And then maybe you'll find your happiness, your true happiness after that. But I'm not sure what the situation is because I don't know your life, but I hope that something resonated here. Please feel free to leave me any feedback because it definitely helps me. It lets me know that I'm on the right track with the messages that I deliver. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later.